Caabu does two really powerful things. First of all, it convenes parliamentarians. It makes sure that the voice of Palestinians are heard in the corridors of power. And the second most powerful thing it does is that it makes sure that parliamentarians don't just hear about what's happening in occupied Palestine, but actually go and see it for themselves, because that is what actually connects with them on an emotional level, which allows them to make the case when they come back to Parliament.
Well, I want to start by really thanking Caabu for an amazing work for many, many years that they've been doing, helping the politicians, the policymakers to understand some of these issues that are concerning us. The last 15 months have been really, really difficult for many of us, those who value human rights, to see what was happening there. When you talk about genocide, when you talk about ethnic cleansing, this is a serious business. Now, Caabu have been able to shine light. Having someone who has this mastery in these areas actually helps us to be effective in advocating for those rights which we all value.
Caabu has been leading the way on Palestinian rights for over 50 years. So we face multiple challenges in the struggle for advocacy for Palestinian rights here in the UK. One is clearly a systemic issue where, despite a majority of British people supporting obviously a ceasefire, a meaningful ceasefire, an end to the conflict, an end to the occupation, that is not reflected at a political level. Many people think of the Palestinian question as a humanitarian issue. We have to donate money to hospitals, we have to donate money to schools, we have to donate money to mosques. And absolutely, these things are important, but the Palestinian issue is first and foremost a political issue. The humanitarian crisis is a consequence of our failure to address the political issue, and therefore it is more urgent than ever that when people think about supporting Palestinian rights, they're putting money alongside the support for the reconstruction of Gaza and for Palestinian support to the actual political movement that is required to end the occupation and bring about Palestinian liberation.
They're hugely important. When I visited a number of years ago the occupied Palestinian territory, it brought real people's lives to me in a way that you can't get from a briefing document. You saw the experience of real people living in their home and the difficulties and the problems they faced. It was an invaluable thing for me as a politician to do, to really understand the experience of people. Well, I had always been active on this issue, but after that I became even more active, and I became co-chair of the All-Party Parliamentary Group, which led a lot of the work in Parliament amongst members of the Commons and members of the Lords, supporting them, giving them briefings and trying to bring to life some of the issues that are really affecting people in Palestine.
Caabu urgently needs your support so we can tackle the political barriers for justice for Palestinians. So join Caabu, become a member and donate.